Oh, what's up? Welcome to the Unofficial Tedeschi Trucks podcast. This is episode number, what is it, 100, 208 here? Hold on one second. I got an echo here. All right, there we go. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. We're going to get into a bunch of TTB shows momentarily. I appreciate you guys popping in, hanging out. Please subscribe on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on. I'll be putting out an audio version of this. Get that out later tonight, tomorrow for sure. If you'd like to support, patreon.com/TTB podcast, patreon.com/TTB podcast. All the links are below in the description. Thank you, Kathleen, Stacy, Troy, Daniel, Mariah, Bo, Marion for support. I appreciate it for sure. Thank you, Weedside and Woodside. If you're in the New York City area, definitely check out Randy, supporter of the show. That's his shop, his dispensary in Woodside, right by City Field in New York. What are we talking about today? There's so much to cover. I want to talk about the last 5 TTB shows. Derek at the Bourbon and Beyond. I feel like we need to talk a little bit about the Mad Dogs release. That just came out as well. So much to dig into, so much to cover. We got Garrett returning. We got Tracy McKay returning. We may have a couple more people joining us soon as well. So plenty of stuff to dig in. I got ttbase.net ready to go for set list. I'll pull up the pictures of the venues and we'll dig in all things TTB. What's up, Garrett and Tracy?
Hey, how you doing tonight, everyone?
Oh, what's cooking?
Happy to be here.
Returning guests. I love it. Good to see you guys. Where are you? You're Garrett. You're back home, right?
I'm close to home. I'm actually an hour north of my house. I'm at my family's lake house. It's 5 hours from Louisville to my house, so I drove 4 hours to here, and I'm like, that's enough for one day. I'm like, I'll do the other hour tomorrow.
Nice. So you were at Bourbon and Beyond. That was a week long.
Thursday through Sunday.
That's a nice run for sure.
Yeah, it was fun, but man, am I worn out today? That's for sure.
TTB did Bourbon and Beyond last year, correct? Or was it just Derek and Susan?
Year.
They did do as Tedeschi Trucks Band.
Yep, last year.
So what state are you in right now?
Tennessee.
But it was in Kentucky.
Yep.
Gotcha. Nice. And where are you, Tracy? I forget where you're based at.
Home, Connecticut.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, so is that the closest show that you went to?
It is. Yep.
Was it Bridgeport was Saturday or Hartford? What's the closest?
Bridgeport. It's Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater.
That's why I'm confused.
Bridgeport. Yeah, you're not. Everyone in the world is pretty much confused with the name. Yeah, always.
Yeah, I see. Because the name of that definitely could be confusing. I'm like, oh, is this Bridgeport or Hartford? The Hartford, whatever.
Yeah.
I got you. Guys. Yeah, no, the TTB was on a hell of it's been a hell of a run between the shows with Warren and the shows with Steve Winwood, and I've been digging into as much as I can from what was up on the live streams on Nugs. The Nugs live streams ran through. It was the Michigan show on the 10th, and then what was before then?
The last one, Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago and Detroit were the last couple to stream.
Yep.
I believe, right?
Mansfield and Saratoga.
Yeah, before then, but the last, yeah, I got you. I think there was five total streams. I was getting spoiled by that. I was
every night. All right.
When you get into that rhythm where there's like a live show, even if I'm lucky enough to just get it on a fan streaming on the Mixlr, just the MixLR, just the audio or whatever, like I feel like, oh, if I can even just listen to some of the show, not even at the start to finish, it's like, okay, is there another one tonight? When's the one tonight happening? But those were awesome shows, and Nugs, I keep saying it every time we talk about them, I feel like they just keep getting better and better in terms of the just overall presentation and how they cut and more shots and the drone and the way TTB has incorporated the screens, like the for the production value, but not just for the live audiences, but for the viewing audiences. I feel like it's such an enhancement. It just looks it works well with the music, not just it's not just animation. You could hear I was listening to some of the audio. I should give credit to the fan, but on archive last night's show I saw is up, and you could hear, because they did Soul Sweet Song for the first time in a oh no, it wasn't what show was this? The Michigan show. Not the most recent show, but it's the most recent show that was posted on archive, and I see there was a Soul Sweet Song at that show. Oh yeah, you can hear the audience reacting to the images on the screen, like on the audio recording. That's special.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of special people up there for sure.
And it's a dark, morbid kind of thought a little bit, but unfortunately they're going to be adding people, at some point or another, or they could even, there's plenty of people that they can give tributes to. They're connected to so connected to the music community, to the best music. Man, let's see here. I'm going to try to share my screen. Is it working?
I'm waiting.
Waiting. All right, give me a second here. All right, there we go. So the last show, I want to start with Chicago. This was with Warren. Susan jumped on stage with Warren.
Yes.
And Alecia as well. I saw. Yeah, it's such a.
Trying to look at the set list too.
You can see, with Alecia. Yeah, Tear Down Street, Shakedown Street, What Is Hip, Freeway Jam, Alecia and Mark. So that's cool to see, like, all of that, and Derek and Gabe. I mean, you're getting almost 2 sets here. I have to dig in more on this. I actually didn't catch most of Mule's part of the stream, but I'll have to dig back into all of this. I'm sure there's probably audio too and fan recordings.
There's definitely fan recordings.
I saw one with Alecia.
That friends of mine did from the shows up here. So look for those Mansfield shows.
Yeah, Nugs has Mule audio too, Adam. So you'll be able to pull those up and listen to the sit-ins and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna even just pull up a quick second here. We can even check out a sample. That's cool to see.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. There's a bunch of videos for sure.
Let's take a look. Vocalists out there right now on one stage. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of that's power up there between Warren and Alecia and Mark. Powerful voices up there. Let's take a look at the set list from the Chicago show. If it will load. All right. There we go. Crazy Crying, Signs High Times, I Got You, Fallen Until You Remember, Kebbi and Isaac. Let Me Get By, Just Won't Burn, I Want More. Bex Bolero, That Did It, Bound for Glory, Elizabeth Reed, Space Captain. Yeah, just this was stellar.
Excellent.
I haven't even like I don't think I've gone back and listened to the Elizabeth Reed yet. I need to do that because that always takes me on a journey.
I did it today at work on break.
Yeah.
My breaks. Yeah, excellent.
Did someone
Yeah,
get it here?
excellent.
Probably. Yeah, no, it's just such a every Liz Reed is its own living, breathing creature. What's up, guys? You guys are welcome to join. David,
Incredible.
Suzanne, I sent you the links on Facebook and Instagram.
What else? I'm trying to think what else that night. Until You Remember has been incredible every time.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. Yep.
I feel like Susan, I say it every time we talk about the song, but like Susan's vocal just pulls you in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so powerful. You almost like can not forget Derek's there, but then he comes in with this emotional slide guitar solo. It's like, oh yeah, that's a thing too in this band.
Yeah.
And it's like such like a cathartic release. It's like Susan has given it her all. She's spilled her soul through the microphone, and now she's like, that's all I got for you guys. And passes it back to Derek. And then obviously she's kind of going back and forth with him again, I think, towards even the end of the further end of the song. But yeah, it's a special one. I feel like that's a lot of people's favorite Tedeschi Trucks band. So I don't know if people have told me that, but I feel like that song just comes up a lot in conversation. It's just as a special song. It's a stellar set list. For sure. Fun. Crazy Crying Signs, I Got You and Fallen. Those are four it's a very fun way to start this show. Very I feel like upbeat, you know.
Yeah.
And then you hit them with a very emotional Until You Remember, and then you push the audience a little bit with the Kebbi and Isaac jam and give them something
always fantastic,
unique. I love the journey that this band takes you on. And Let Me Get By, not similar, but like, I mean, it goes for all TTB songs, that every version of these songs are a unique thing unto itself. We got Suzanne there. I think she was at Detroit, but let's see how's the connection there?
Yep.
Testing 1 2 3.
Seems pretty good.
What's up? You were at Detroit, right?
Not Chicago. No.
Did you watch the Chicago stream?
I was at Detroit. Which one?
You didn't see? Gotcha.
I have no idea.
We can jump. We can jump around.
Okay. Well, after going to Pine Knob, I won tickets to another show, which was on Sunday night. So I've kind of been doing this week of awesome live shows. It's like, wow.
Garrett too.
It's
Garrett was at Bourbon
That's
and
cool.
Garrett was at Bourbon and Beyond all week.
Oh
yeah.
Cool.
Tell me about Pine Knob. Let me see if I can get some pictures.
So Pine Knob's a really old venue. It's been there since the 70s. It's part of a ski slope up there. Extremely nice venue. I mean, they have so many nice things for folks. The seats are great. The lawn is a little steep. But I don't know if it was sold out. It sure felt sold out. And in fact, I was a little surprised. It didn't feel that way until TTB came on. I figured it would be sort of a 50-50 audience of Mule and Derek and Susan fans, but I think there were more TTB fans there than Mule fans. Oh, awesome poster. I got a poster. It's like, oh my gosh, that was a killer poster.
Just glows in the dark?
I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't been home long enough to hang it up yet.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I'm really floored by a lot of the posters.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them more and more as I look at them more. We got David Flam joining us. He watched all the streams and he's been following everything. What's up, David?
Hey, David.
Hey, everybody.
What's cracking?
Yeah.
We're talking Chicago a little bit, and then we dove into Detroit here. Suzanne was at the show. Did the band post any pictures from the show, or just the?
Is it possible that they got better? Each one of the 5 got better with Mule each night? Did it?
Yes.
Yes.
It just like
Yes.
I was so jealous sitting on my sofa every night. I was so jealous of all of you getting to see those in person. But Nugs did a great job. It kind of came through on the couch pretty good.
They did.
That's why I went to Detroit, because I wanted to see Warren and Derek together. And I don't know if I really had any hopes of what they might play together. Some of the songs they did from the Whisper sections, I was actually kind of hoping we might get an acoustic set, but that didn't happen, and that was okay, because what we did get, I felt like the big part of the Detroit show was Whipping Post.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the whole place kind of took off. Yeah, I mean, it was just unreal. It was like, oh my gosh. Didn't expect that. Absolutely loved it. I don't think I talked for a half hour afterwards. I was pretty speechless. And
that does happen on occasion.
I can relate.
Just like, it's like,
what just happened?
Mind blown. Totally blown. And Derek even broke a string on Whipping Post, and it's like, oh my God, it just really good set. Who Am I I feel like they've really played into that. I'm starting to like it a whole lot. But I like Devil Be Gone too. Leaving Trunk and
Volunteer
they
slavery.
don't have volunteered slavery right after Leaving Trunk. And I watched Derek walk off, and it was like, oh, we're gonna get a Susan solo. Okay, which one is it? I was like, yes, Angel. Yes. I mean, this was just a hot set,
We haven't got a lot of volunteered slavery or Leaving Trunk volunteered slavery this tour this year, so that was cool. And Mike, was Mike coming down front, I assume, or singing that one?
Mike coming down front. Gabe didn't sing this show. Made Up Mind. Mark had Mark had fun with that, as always. And honestly, after Whipping Post was over, even though they were still on stage, a lot of folks started, With a Little Help was almost anticlimactic.
Wow.
After Whipping Post, I mean, holy,
they can't follow their own songs. It's like
Exactly.
I don't know. What do you make of that? You can't follow your.
With a Little Help isn't their song. Whipping Post is. Whipping Post is.
In a sense.
Yeah.
It's Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, then, but I guess you can say, I guess what you mean, but because they did the full Whipping Post, where sometimes they just do little teases or part of it, but to do the whole song and then follow
how many
with
times have Derek was like, wow.
What's that?
I thought Susan might get a verse,
and then they came.
I think Warren handled all the vocals.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, he might be on a delay a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
David, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say,
I got everything
Susan
turned
might
off.
get a verse on Whipping Post, but one of the highlights for me, I don't know, Garrett, I'm assuming you watched them, or Trey, if you weren't at them, you were watching them, but highlight for me was Desdemona when Derek came out with Warren.
Might do what?
Mule.
Oh.
They did Desdemona off of Hitting the Note. That just, I don't know, that took me places. I mean, it was, whew.
Yeah, no doubt. They take us on journeys.
Are we
Absolutely.
on board? Am I?
How are we doing? How's the connection? Testing one,
Yeah,
two,
I mean,
three.
it just,
There you
and
go.
yeah, things spun around.
I think you're good, David. Desdemona, keep going.
Here?
Yeah, you're good,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, I
keep
mean,
going.
it just was, it
There
was
we go.
spectacular.
Oh, Desdemona.
Yeah, I mean, to see Derek come out with Mule, I enjoyed that, and Susan coming out. I mean, just the more interaction, the better it got, and I'm excited for making. I mean, I got to see Derek and Warren, I think twice at the Beacon. You know, with Warren sitting in, and then during the garden parties when Warren sat in Boston, which to me was still like the best 40 minutes I've ever seen live. So I can only imagine what it felt like seeing them this go round. And I vote for more Mule TTB.
Absolutely.
I'll vote for that.
Yes, absolutely. It was just magic. Those two together is magic on stage. They're meant to play together. Something different happens when they play together. I know you all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just a feeling of Warren and Derek, and even from show to show, watching it, some on Nugs and some being there live, it was incredible. And then a little off topic, I saw Mule Friday night with JJ Gray and Mofro, and they were like incredible. Their set was complete fire. I do have a post up on my page of audio of it. If you get a chance, go listen. It was so incredible to see all of those bands over the span of a weekend. But to see Mule after just being on the road with TTB was awesome as well. But just Derek and Warren, there's nothing like it. And hearing those songs, I never thought we'd hear Desdemona.
Right,
for
sure.
Like, I feel like I'm at the Beacon back in the day, or Great Woods, or whatever. It was great to see them. I'll forever call it Great Woods. But yeah, those two together is magical, Dave.
It really, and to see, I think you see Derek smile more on stage with Warren than any other time. He just seems to be so
he was
joyful
so loose
about it.
That was the word I kept using. He was so loose.
There's more of a communication, I think, with Warren's guitar and Derek's guitar when compared to not in a bad way to comparing and Derek jamming with other good guests and guitar players. It's more like they're sharing the stage with other guitar players when they join. Well, when Warren joins, okay, they're creating something new in a way and interweaving with each other and giving each other space, but also overlapping in a way that you don't always hear that when Derek plays with other guitar players. At least I haven't really maybe noticed. I've kind of noticed that.
Like we were saying, Adam, I mean, you can hear all these songs, but they get played again and you don't hear them in the same way. Same thing with Desdemona, all those that Derek and Warren have played probably thousands of times, but they get on stage and they put something new in there every time. And it's like, oh, I don't remember that being in there before, or that was different, or they keep us guessing almost.
Should we talk about this guy right here?
And
these guys here.
Nice.
Because
I've got a funny story about how that happened. So
you were telling me, this was on the 11th at Bourbon and Beyond. Derek came, I guess he must have flew down.
Just
do this appearance, Ass Pocket Whiskey.
Yeah, he flew to Louisville to appear at Bourbon and Beyond to talk about the latest Ass Pocket Whiskey, and it was cool. I mean, they came out. I forget what the host name was, but he came out and he introduced Derek. He said, "This guy really needs no intro on any stage he walks into, but I'm going to give him one." So he introed him and he walked out and they just, sat down and introed the whiskey and each poured some and they talked about the whiskey, and he said something neat. He said to Derek, he asked him, he said, understand this one is kind of a dedication to some people. He said, who do you, in your mind, do you kind of dedicate it to? And he goes, first name he rattled off was Colonel Bruce Hampton. I thought that was neat that he said, it's dedicated to Colonel Bruce for all he's done. And he goes, of course, Kofi and my Uncle Butch. And he just had this whole list of people that he kind of dedicated this latest version of Ass Pocket whiskey to. It was neat to hear him mention all of them. And he was like, and he said, really, he said, people buy it. He said, they can dedicate it to whoever they want to. He goes, you can dedicate every pour you take if you want. And okay, those two people, the one in the brown hat is, what is her name? Carrie Van Winkle, Pappy Van Winkle's daughter. I don't know if you remember, Adam, when we talked about last year, she was on stage with Derek, and she helped interview him last year when they had the cigars and stuff. And then she was in the crowd. They were just standing there, and Derek noticed them, so they called them up on stage and said, you got to come up here. And they tried to run away, but Derek said, hey, where are you going? You guys got to come up. Don't act like you got something important you got to go do. So they went up and joined for a minute. So that was neat to see them bring other people on. And yeah, Derek was cool, man. He was in a great mood. They were, talking whiskey, and they let 30 people, if you got in line, they gave you it was almost a colored piece of tape. And then you got one of the samples of the Ass Pocket whiskey. It was like the size of a shot. So they took that out, and it was good. I was amazed. I haven't had one that I haven't liked so far. But so the picture.
Well, weren't they touting that? Weren't they saying that this run, the search, might be up for best bourbon of the year?
Yes, they did say that. So that was neat. So this picture. So after the whole thing was done, Derek came down and was just talking to people, and people were like, will you sign? And he goes, I would, but I don't have a marker. He looked around, he goes, anybody have a marker? I said, Derek, I got a Sharpie. He said, can I borrow it? And I said, yeah, on one condition. And he said, what's that? I said, after you sign, you got to come back and take a photo with me. And he said, you got it. He said, you're letting me borrow your marker. He said, I'll take a photo with you. So he signed for a bunch of people, and then he came back and he said, there's your marker. Now let's take that photo.
Oh,
so that was neat. I kind of made a deal with him to get a photo when he got done. So didn't get to talk to him long. I told him I liked the whiskey, and he said thanks. And then somebody in the middle of the interview, somebody yelled out, where's Susan? I know she's hiding backstage. And he said, oh, she's not here. He said, she's taking a day off. I made her stay and fly to Connecticut so that she could rest her vocals.
There you go.
He goes, but she wanted to be here, but he goes, she needed to rest. So
that's good stories, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think even we were kind of discussing messaging, just like, it's just so cool that we have this sort of intimate access to the band. I know the event wasn't free, and the whiskey they don't give it away either. But it's just the fact that you can have this sort of access and this opportunity for this access, and even beyond just having getting a short and small interaction, but a meaningful, positive, cool one between fan and guitar legend. Like this dude is like the best guitar player on the planet, who we all love the most, I think. And for you to you're just you might talking to Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, name a guitar player from the last 70 years. This guy is right there with all of them in terms of legendary status. The only difference is not everyone knows yet. We know. We all know. People in the music industry know all about Derek. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
And a guy I know was at the festival too, and he was like, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna have an interaction with Derek. He's like, no, you aren't. He's like, there's no way. I'm like, watch me. So I had my interaction, and I walked off, and I was instant fanboy when he walked over. Like I put on Facebook, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but every time I get in front of Derek, I just turn into a fanboy instantly, and I just like can't put words together. And
I'm sure you did fine. I'm sure you did fine. Not everyone has every single time when running into Derek or Susan before or after a show or at an event.
Right.
Many of us have stumbled on ourselves and just said things that make no sense or forgotten our names or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I have a feeling you did just fine. You're making deals. You're getting things accomplished. You're connecting. On a human level. It's cool.
Well, the funny thing was, I thought about that on the spot. I'm like, he wants my marker. I'm like, I got to make sure I get my photo. So I thought of that on the spot. I'm like, okay.
Thinking on your feet.
Yeah. And then I walked back to the guy I know, and he looked at me. He goes, how do you do this all the time? You get in front of all these people. And I'm like, I don't know. It just happens. I just get lucky, I guess, is all I can say. And Derek's so approachable. Like you and I were talking the other day, Adam. They're all so approachable. It's incredible. For as big as they are, they're all so down to earth and just genuine good people.
You bring the positive energy as well, for sure. And Derek popped on stage later on in the evening, right?
I did watch. He
I
popped
saw.
on with the Lumineers. It was awesome. They did a Bob Dylan cover. It was funny. He mentioned that while they were while he was on stage with talking about the whiskey. The guy, he said he was going to go hang out with Danny Wimmer, who puts on the whole festival. He goes, yeah, Danny wants to try some of the whiskey, and he wants me to come hang out with him. And he goes, if I know Danny, he goes, he's going to talk me into sitting in with somebody later. And the whole crowd standing there erupted. Everybody's like, who's he going to sit in with? So somebody asked him. He didn't mention it on stage, but he came down. Somebody said, okay, do you have any idea who you're going to sit in with? And he goes, well, Danny did mention the Lumineers, but he goes, we haven't talked to them yet. But he goes, I have a feeling Danny's working on that right now as I'm standing in front of you.
Well, is that how you knew to go see the Lumineers so you could catch it, Garrett? Or were you how did that work out?
I was planning to see them anyway because they were a band that I wanted to check out for sure. And then when Derek dropped that tidbit, I was like, okay, not only am I going to go see the Lumineers, but I'm going to get as close as I can to the stage to get a video.
Was that your video we saw? Was that yours?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. What a boy.
Subterranean Homesick
so
Blues.
Yeah,
Subterranean.
So good.
Yeah, unique version, certainly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Garrett. I haven't seen it yet,
problem.
but I was about to ask. So yeah, I'll go look in a minute. Hey guys, I need to run.
Oh, no problem.
Real quick, if you ever get a chance to see a young group that's called, I'd never heard of them before, the Backseat Lovers. You guys ever heard of them?
No,
I guess not.
They would have been such a better choice than Whiskey Myers. Just saying. They have jam band potential, and they have quite a following. Won tickets to see them. They sold out. The Newport Theater in Columbus, Ohio. Really good show. Very, very nice, tight little band. It's like, wow, look at these guys. Anyway, got to run. Road weary.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right.
Later, guys.
Later. Bye-bye.
Speaking of another band, maybe to jump in with TTB, Garrett, I think you saw them maybe before me. I've been wanting to see them for a long time, but saw them Friday night here in Atlanta, is Kingfish.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, my God.
I have seen him live.
Oh, my God. And
could you imagine him and Derek going back and forth on some song, David?
Would Derek come out in the crowd with him?
I just think that'd be a nice
Oh, so you've seen him, Adam. You've seen video at least?
I've seen him live, I think at least once or twice.
He definitely has the blues, man. He's incredible.
And to see him grow as an artist, his voice
man.
I was gonna say even his songwriting, his voice, and his music. You're kind of growing with him as a fan as he matures as an artist. Like, and I mean, I'm talking as someone who he's always been a great artist, but like just to follow his like, you know, exponential growth has been cool to see, you know, from afar as a casual fan, but I've seen him. He's great.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on stage with Derek and Susan just one time, just to see what they would do. I think it would be special.
Now, did they maybe play together one time in Mississippi or something a while back? I wonder if he might have might have done something with them. I for some reason I'm thinking I might have seen a video of something a while. You know,
I think you're right.
Several years ago, it would have been a while ago, I think. But I had never seen him live, and then he has D Vibes playing keys, which I don't know if that's relatively new or permanent.
I think it's been the last few years.
Has it?
He's been around. He's played with him for a little while now. Yeah, he's great.
Glad that he found a good home after his old guy went crazy.
Now who is he, David? I feel like I recognize the name, but I don't know much about him.
He was part of the Marcus King band when they were
that's where
good.
I know him from.
When they were the Marcus King band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see he played Statesboro with TTB.
Oh, here you go.
On Wheels of Soul.
2018. So wow, he was really young. I think he's 26 now. So
yeah, he was a kid. I remember seeing he was on like the talk shows and stuff, probably Ellen or one of those daytime shows as like a little kid. Like
so he was 18 or 19 when he played with TTB. Wow.
Yeah, man, he's something. But hey, I'm so stoked for. I was jealous of everybody getting all these great mule shows, but I'm like, I'm getting Macon in a month.
Get it? It's going to be so good.
Getting to see them in Macon, so we'll see. I mean, it's just like every night. It's like, what are they going to play now? We're not going to get that in Macon.
What about these Connecticut shows? These were stellar, also like crazy good set lists. And I was watching the I Want to Take You Higher and this Thing, A Simple Song with Steve Winwood. Super cool to.
I did watch the video. That was incredible.
So you were there the next night, Tracy?
I was there the next night because Friday night I was at
the 13th.
JJ Gray, Mofro, and Mule.
Gotcha.
In Massachusetts. So then I had Tedeschi Truck, Steve Winwood the next night. It was a great weekend. It was a weekend that will go down in history. It was a great weekend.
Yeah. I'm so jealous of you, Tracy. I love all those bands. I'm so jealous you saw them right in a row like that.
All my favorites in one weekend.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Incredible.
Man,
that's I love Steve Winwood. I mean, he's just iconic. And he came out with Derek and Susan. So cool.
On Friday night he didn't. I was hoping he was going to, but I hear he had to leave early on Saturday night. But we did get Mitch and Lily, Steve's daughter, did come out. So that was super cool. But I was really hoping to see Derek and Steve Winwood play together, but at least I got to see video, from the night before. So it's all good.
This is where this is in Bridgeport.
Yeah, it's really, really weird looking place. Yeah.
And some of the sight lines aren't great, right, Tracy?
They're not.
I've heard that from years ago.
My section was a lot of Swamp Family and a lot of not Swamp Family, but a lot of the tickets were sold there as pre-sale tickets, and there was a huge concrete barrier, and then all the monitors right in front. So if you were taller, it was a little easier. I'm super short, so I couldn't really see. And then the jumbotrons are right above you, so you couldn't really look at those either. And the woman behind me overindulged a little bit, and I had to leave my seat, let's just say. So I wandered around and found some friends, and Mike had a seat somewhere else. So he was having a great time in his section, and I found a great spot, and it worked out. It was awesome. But yeah, there are many, many obstructed view seats in that venue that aren't sold as obstructed view seats that absolutely should be.
That's a shame.
You're right.
That's a great picture right there.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. That was great. That was at the end. Yeah, and Alecia that night on It Ain't Fair she's always spectacular, but something about that night, I don't know if it was because Dad was in the house, her parents were there, but it was, I don't know if you watched or listened. Spectacular.
Yeah, she's a force.
Yes.
It ain't fair. Into Idle Wind. Did it get a dream tease into an Idle Wind? Is that the maybe? Hopefully we'll get an audio.
We did get a Maki Madni in there.
In Idle Wind.
Somewhere. Yes. So that's pretty special because, I love Derek Trucks band. So that was pretty great. And then we got Down in the Flood.
Nice.
Derek's solo in that was like out of this world. That was definitely a highlight of the night. In the beginning, I kept just going like, oh my God. And that was just from like seeing them last week at Great Woods. Like we were saying, is it really like better and better every night? You asked earlier, David. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, I was just looking at what they were playing with Warren each night, and it just was like da 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 da. It was just like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
It's just
what up?
Yep.
Jay?
And yeah, the crowd,
awesome.
They were. We definitely gave him a lot of love. It was loud in there. He definitely felt the vibe of the room for sure. That was great.
Nice.
That doesn't always happen with co-headliners, so that was a great thing, and he deserves it. He's excellent. I've seen him a bunch over the years, so it was great to see him with them.
I'm gonna date myself. I saw him 1974 Traffic, 1974 in Atlanta.
Excellent.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
I'm sure.
I should ask my parents, my mom and my dad, when was the first time they seen Steve Winwood, because they both seen him many times at this point. They're like, nah, we don't want to go to Connecticut. We'll have to stay overnight. We've seen him a million times. They've seen TTB a bunch of times too, of course. They passed up this show, but they've seen Steve Winwood a lot of times, and he's like both of their favorites. And everybody loves Steve Winwood and just knows how talented that guy is, from his voice filled with virtuosity to the guitar playing, keyboard. Dude plays, plays every instrument. Does he not play every instrument? Basically,
he plays a mean guitar. A lot of people didn't know that. He does play a mean guitar.
Right.
I love his guitar work on Dear Mr. Fantasy. Just incredible.
Yeah, super soulful. He has a very, even when he's soloing or whatever, is very tasty licks. He has for sure. Another show here ending with a little help. Susan did the sort of introducing the band during that song. Is that
she didn't in Hartford. Nope, that was with Mitch and Lily came out and they just did the song straight.
Yeah.
Do the introducing like she did earlier shows on this tour.
That's cool. Either way.
Yeah, either way. It's a really cool way for her to introduce the band. I love how they did it. But it was cool just straight up also with Mitch.
So did you get I'm looking at the set list here. You did not get Until You Remember or Take Me As I Am. It went from Part of Me.
It went from Part of Me.
Oh, it had It Ain't Fair. It subbed out both of
yes, It Ain't Fair was in there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I wonder if that has something to do with Mitch.
With Mitch and all, because it doesn't list like, sometimes on the set list it'll say with the guest like, with Steve Winwood or whatever. So maybe some of that was kind of at the last minute. Yeah, kind of last minute there. Maybe
it wasn't with Mitch; it was for Mitch. I don't know.
He played on With a Little Help from My Friends.
Yeah,
but he didn't play on It Ain't Fair. I'm saying
no. I'm saying at the bottom of the set list.
Right. I see
his initials there.
Yeah, I'm saying he didn't play on it. No, I'm saying he didn't play on It Ain't Fair, but it got added to the set list because he was there and they wanted to maybe give Alecia a little bit more with a guest in town or something. I thought, who knows?
Possible, yeah.
Well,
she crushed it. I hope you all saw it.
As always, pours her heart and soul. right
Church.
into the song. This is a great set list too. I love the Soul Sacrifice too. It's a different it's a different it's a different feel than the Beck's Bolero. It takes the song in a different direction, so you're getting like something very different. It's not like you're getting two choices that are sort of similar in the same ballpark. Soul Sacrifice is more as like this beat, this chant that's sort of like a tribal intense where you lose yourself in it in some regard. Whereas I think the Beck's Bolero, that's more, I feel it's like a triumphant feeling. It's a different, it gives you a different feeling. Not saying one is better than the other, but I like how they keep you on your toes with that. You really don't know what you're going to get when you get an I Want More. Will it be a Soul Sacrifice or a Beck's Bolero? There was a period of time where it's kind of one or the other. Now it's like
now it's kind of alternates, and you don't know. Whenever I hear the Soul Sac, I think back to the obviously I wasn't at Woodstock, but the Woodstock movie. It just kind of takes me back to that one.
Right. No,
Sacrifice.
For sure.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. And love all the 6 new songs.
Every single one.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, so they got a small run in October. Might they throw out a 7th new one? Or have we gotten all we're getting for the year? You know, might there be one more that they pull out? For me, I love them all, but I've kind of been leaning Devil Be Gone and Future Soul. I've kind of been leaning to those 2 a little bit more out of them, but I love all 6 of them. I mean, what a great group of songs. Just good stuff.
Yeah, there's a handful of new shows. There's enough time. There's enough time to introduce a new song. I feel like if they had like 3 more shows left, they're like, then it almost becomes like a recap of the year kind of thing. That's kind of what some of the end of year shows last year felt like, almost like a recap of the greatest of the Deuces Wild tour. I felt like it was like the best of Deuces Wild. Whereas I don't know, they still have, what they got, like 10, 15, 10 shows, whatever.
10, something like that, maybe.
Garrett,
are you going to any in the Southeast?
I was going to try to do Macon. I'm not going to be able to make that one, but Government Mule's coming here, so I'm going to get at least that much. I'm going to try to do Franklin so I can see TTB. I'm going to try to, even if I got to go up there and come back the same night so I can make work the next morning, I'm going to try to do it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I got to get a TTB fix this year. I've had my Derek fix at Bourbon and Beyond, but I got to get a TTB fix this year. I got to do it.
Yeah. Ann and I have a big dose coming up. Thank goodness they're coming back to the Southeast. So, I'm glad everybody else got their runs, but we're gonna
now it's your
turn.
Have
a big dose. We're gonna have a big dose down here, and I just made plans with my son.
Nice.
Garrett, speaking, Tracy, of liking Mule, we are going to go to the Muleween show in D.C.
Oh, nice.
They're featuring one of my all-time favorites. They're doing a tribute to Aerosmith for Muleween.
Yes, I saw that. That'll be awesome.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. I did see that. Yes. Oh, fun.
I thought that would be pretty.
I think you cut out there for a second. It'd be pretty what?
Emmanuel with I say that Emmanuel solo that's with Derek on Do I Look Worried? Oh my God. What a great innovation on that song. What a change, and amazing.
I agree.
It brings a whole new freshness, a whole new feel to it. Yeah, it's certainly like he has his own style. Him, Jeremy Johnson, and Ephraim, and past TTB trumpet players. Everyone, they all kind of bring their own like style and voice to that instrument. There is a very vocal, emotional quality to the trumpet itself. So that they all have their own, their own voices. It's cool to see that. Good stuff. Should we look at? We can take a look at. Yeah, we can take a look at. What was last night a private show? Or was it technically? I think
so. It's like a gala.
A members show.
In Westport, Connecticut. So it wasn't private, but you had to you have to join a club of sorts. So I guess
one of those shows. The
And
show is a
they keep it
gala
higher price point ticket, but it is a Cohen family gala, I believe.
The show is a gala for the Levitt Pavilion and made possible by the lead sponsorship of the Arthur and Claudia Cohen Family Foundation. The gala cocktail party is sponsored by Rose and Bud Siegel. But you got like a real full set list. Crazy Crying Ain't That Something, I'm the Moon, Passaquan, or Falling, Passaquan, Little by Little, Bell Bottom, Why Is Love Gotta Be So Sad, a Gravity, which we haven't seen in a minute, heard in a minute.
Yeah, how about a Gravity thrown in? That's
Midnight,
been a while.
Devil Be Gone, Idle Winds, Gilded Splinters. Nice. It says Tangled on the set list, but I don't see that.
No, I think yeah, that and
or Get What You Deserve.
I think was left off too.
Where did we run long? Passaquan? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably, yeah, I guess Pasquan.
Hopefully, yeah. I haven't dug too. We got some videos here we can dig into later. Good stuff though. Look, another great set list. Certainly.
Yeah, and that place is in like a small field. It's an intimate, very intimate place.
You always get there's always like some kind of like, other than just keeping the songs like fresh themselves and us talking about how we get different versions, they always give you something that's new. They always a bust out song, as the TT.net would call it. Like the Gravity is something they haven't played in a while. So there's always something that you'd be surprised to hear, even beyond just like, I like this version they did tonight of Let Me Get By or whatever the case may be. There's always like a song, a guest, a moment, something, even just a new style, like we were talking about with the trumpet on Do I Look Worried. Like the first time hearing that, that's a new element that you hear, like seeing this band here.
We also mentioned Leaving Trunk was a bust out the other night as well.
Right.
I heard that in a while. You mentioned that. That was pretty cool.
Down in the Flood was pretty sweet the other night too.
There you go. Another one. Yeah.
Look at this place.
Yeah.
They forgot to invite me. They forgot to send me my ticket for
how many people, Tracy? Maybe like 1,000? What do you think for?
I don't even, I'm so bad with that. I don't even know. But a lot of times they do free shows there and you just have to like RSVP or something. It's not always even paid shows. It's a cool spot.
Not Denver. Where was this? This is Connecticut.
Yeah.
Westport, Connecticut.
Between 1,700 and 2,400.
Okay.
Back in the day, the Derek Trucks band used to play at a restaurant there called Conti's. The restaurant's still there. It's no longer Conti's, but if you Google those shows on Archive or go on Archive and look up those shows, we're in this tiny restaurant in Connecticut, and they played there quite a few years. It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure Derek remembers it. I feel like David, you've told me stories about venues Derek Trucks would go to when he was real young, and then if you bring it up in conversation, he's like, "Yeah, I remember that venue. It had the blah 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 blah." And we were trying to figure out if that was like something unique to Derek's memory, because all these musicians have played in so many places over the years. Who the hell remembers all these holes in the wall? But he seems to have that sort of. His recall seems pretty strong. He definitely knows music history and is able to recall it a lot. But yeah, this looks like a cool venue. Look at it.
Yeah.
A lot of lawn seating there.
Well, I think they just put the chairs.
It's set up all cushy. It's really cushy when they have something there, especially that gala.
Maybe tables, maybe little tables they could do.
There's tables and chairs,
flexible
and high bar chairs. And yep, absolutely.
TTB VIP. Oh, that's cool.
It's fancy.
Nice. What else should we cover? What else should we talk about? We breezed. We did good. We breezed over for all of them. We done good.
Just more mule and TTB. More mule and TTB. Keep putting that out there. Okay. Less Whiskey Myers, more mule. Less Whiskey Myers, more mule.
Absolutely.
That's all I got to say.
Maybe we can get some shows with O'Teal and friends. Wouldn't that be cool? Have O'Teal and friends on a bill with TTB.
Evening with.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely more mule and TTB. Yeah, we need that. The world needs that.
How do I
It's
get?
great.
I need to get a la carte TTB for the Ohana Fest. The next show is technically by my neck of the woods down in Orange County. They're popping by. They're probably what are they going to do? 45 minutes? You think at that festival? You're the festival expert, Garrett. Do you know the Ohana Fest? And I think it's Eddie Vedder's festival.
I don't know that one. I think at Bourbon
days.
and Beyond last year, I think they got an hour 10. Yeah, they had an hour and 10, 70 minutes, and I think they played 69 of them. So they'll probably get
That's
about the
about
same, I would
average.
say. Hour 10.
Yeah, that's
Sold
about
out.
average festival set.
They're not waiting for me.
Wow, nice.
The world isn't waiting on me.
Aren't you VIP, Adam? Can't you just walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Adam. I do the unofficial
That should work every
podcast. I need a ticket."
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, in a perfect world, that would work everywhere. It's just the first part of the sentence. Hi, I'm Adam Choit. That should open every door. Wouldn't one hope? Wouldn't one think? But we'll see how things shake out. Maybe I'll poke around the secondary market to see what's going on with that if I can make it.
You never know, you might get a good deal on a ticket just to go see TTB. I mean, the closer it gets, people kind of get desperate, so you never know.
Yeah.
I always so many tickets around.
There was what?
There was so many tickets around here. I would bet you'll have no problem finding a ticket.
Yeah, I'm sure. When there's a will,
like people getting sick and like, I feel like Great Woods. Everyone I know that ended up not going there, it was a babysitter problem. Everybody was like, can't get a babysitter. That person can't get a babysitter.
Maybe all the babysitters went to the show.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably.
There you go. Taking the night off. Good stuff, guys. I appreciate the time you joining me. All returning guests. Keep me posted.
I just thought of a couple things from Bourbon and Beyond, Adam, that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, go for it.
The guy that was interviewing Derek asked him. He said, "Derek, I know you can't stay. You got more gigs to go play, but he goes, if you could stick around, who would you want to sit in with?" And he goes, "Man," he goes, it's funny. He goes, "I've talked to Trey Anastasio already." And he said, "I know Fish plays tomorrow night." He said, "Trey called me and wanted to know if I was going to be around and wanted to come up." And then, and he said, the other one, he goes, "I would love to jam with Sturgill Simpson." He goes, "I would love to get up there with Sturgill and his band and sit in." It was kind of funny. I noticed that Fish did, in the middle of one of their songs, they played Friday night, they did Jessica, but I don't think anybody noticed it because it was sped up like Fish style. And they're playing this riff, and I'm going, this is not a Fish riff. I'm going, I know this riff. And they kept playing it. And I'm going, they're riffing on Jessica. I'm like, that's what they're doing. And I'm wondering if that was a nod from Trey to Derek, as if to say, "Hey man, I wish we could have hooked up." And then Sturgill covered Midnight Rider Saturday night, which was neat. And his band got real jammy, and they did about a 10-minute version. So that was neat to see too. I don't think that had anything to do with Derek, but
they're making him try to feel bad for. This is what you missed out on.
Yeah, but I wonder if that jam on Jessica that Fish did was Trey nodding to Derek going, "Hey man, I wish you were here."
Maybe. I was listening. I clicked on, sometimes, I'll just click on the Mixler app or whatever, and I'll see a few of the accounts I follow, if any of them are live when TTB is live. And I clicked on that Mama DD radio or whatever, and I heard Jessica, and I'm like, oh, is TTB playing Jessica? But it was I think it was J Rad. She was she was streaming, which it sounded great, but I was like, it's just funny that I click on a random live thing. It's like, oh, there's Jessica, but wait, it was not TTB. TTB's playing, but it sounded cool. So much great live music. Oh, what about the Mad Dogs album being released? Congrats to TTB on that release as well.
I listened to it streaming. Pretty fabulous.
Yeah, it's on all the platforms.
Yeah, shout out
Yep.
to Bobbing Tees and everybody that produced that. That thing
Putting
sounds
it together.
awesome.
Excellent.
That audio could not be any better.
Are you guys doing the volunteering at Kofi Day this Friday? I'll throw the link to that in there one more time.
I'm going to
for sure.
Boston.
Yep, Anna
Going to
and
Boston.
I are doing it in Atlanta. Anna and I are doing it in Atlanta Friday. Yep.
Garrett, you're a terrible
Nice.
person. I'm just kidding.
There's nothing close to me, or I would. There's no.
Well, you should be the organizer. It's all good.
I know. I'm thinking about that for next year to try to get.
Well, it seems to. Yeah, it seems to be growing like every year, like with more cities. Shout out to Renee for putting it together.
There's TTB fans in my area for sure. They come out when they come to town, so I'm sure we could get something going.
David's packing meals in Atlanta, I'm guessing, supporting Open Hands. Boston Volunteers, that's with Boston Community Servings assisting kitchen team, packaging meals also. Yeah. I'll be in the kitchen too, I think. Working our kitchen to help prepare. Don't eat the food that I'm working on, right? I will remind myself. Don't. It's not for you. Okay. No, we'll be good. No, it'll be a great day for sure.
Yeah.
Little off
topic. It'll be good. Yeah, I know there's a lot of repeat people going to Boston. So
you were saying, Garrett?
Day.
I was just gonna say a little off topic, but have any of you guys seen Ringo Starr?
Have I seen him? Oh, live?
Yeah, like live. Like he played Bourbon and Beyond. The only reason I bring this up is because at the end of his set, they did With a Little Help from My Friends. And he brought out Jack White, and they did that into Give Peace a Chance, and it was amazing.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Nice.
And I love the version Susan does when she takes vocals of With a Little Help from My Friends. But, man, hearing Ringo do that with Jack White and to Give Peace a Chance was, with all that's going on in the world right now, that was special.
Yeah, I'm sure that's got to be on the interwebs somewhere.
I took video off the big screen. So it's on there. Yeah, I forget what I called it, but I'm sure if you put in With a Little Help from My Friends Ringo Starr, it'll pop up.
Yeah, I see. There's Brian. A couple of accounts have it on YouTube. Cool. Yeah, definitely check that out.
Okay, good.
An important message, certainly.
Thank you.
Cool, guys.
Definitely.
Anything else? Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for letting me crash the party as a
Nugs listener. Awesome.
Anytime.
You guys.
We always get fun to get your perspective,
next time.
David.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys, for sure. Take it easy. I'll put you guys out, and then I'll do my little outro here.
Good to see you.
Thanks,
Tracy.
guys.
Garrett, good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Later. Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Everyone hanging. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. It's definitely appreciated for sure. I'll get the audio version out of this out soon. TedeschiTrucksBand.com. Wheatside and Woodside. Definitely check them out. Thank you to the band, fans, crew, Steve Winwood, Warren Haynes, Government Mule, listeners, watchers, everyone. I'll get another episode out soon. More great stuff coming very soon as this band continues to roll on and just churn out great music that we all love. All right, guys. Talk soon. Later.